Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me.
Well, Coach, the seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the 22-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, Jackson. Got him in. It's Brashad Perriman. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Jackson now, operating from the gun. That's caught out left by Perriman. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jackson will throw again. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. To throw again is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Finds his target, the rookie Scott Miller. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short.
56. 56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Run it.
And Jackson throwing once more. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it online, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. The drive starts with a completion, left side, 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A look at Kerryon Johnson, 2nd-year man out of Auburn. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
White.
Stafford. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
That was a dangerous throw towards the end zone. Boy, did it hang up there forever. Wanted to run up there and pull it down out of the sky.
Yeah, felt like it really should have been intercepted. Lucky to have that one back.
You've got to be more careful when you're that close to the goal line.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
21.
Here's Stafford. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Here we go.
Throw left side, taken in by Miller. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Buddy up. 56. You.
Covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
22-yard line.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Throwing is Jackson. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run. Find a way to get him the ball as they just did there.
Let's pick it up. It's out time, guys. Out time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
They go play action here on 1st down. This is caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Check 56. Watch the curve. Watch the curve. Check 31. Check 31. Watch twist. Watch twist. Undercross. Undercross. Right.
On 2nd down now. It's Grant. And for a 2nd straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Now Jackson. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. Mike Evans hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucks a 7-0 lead.
Buccaneers 7, Lions nothing. Wesley Pinion set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd down, Johnson. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Stay 50, stay 50.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out.
Set, waiting, 0. I'm here all day. 45 to Mike, 45 to Mike. I'm coming.
To throw is Stafford. And that is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 33 yards that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. On first down, Grant. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3, Jackson. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 22 yards there, a first down.
A gain of 22 yards.
Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
On 2nd down, it's Barber, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Peyton Barber, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
On second down now, it's Johnson. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Makes it 3rd and
8. And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Focus, defense, focus.
There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Watch the slant.
Now Stafford. He's got Anderson right side. No gain at all on the play there. That brings up 4th.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the second level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
Returnable for Grant. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On second down, it's Grant. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. From the gun on third down, Jackson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Come on, baby, come on, let's go. Monday.
Watch out.
Hey, wahoo.
54. Know your job.
6 guys. Zebra.
6 guys.
Shoot. All right, boys, here we go.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Ready. 180.
Check 45 to Mike. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Throwing on second down. Stafford looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
53, ready.
Now it's Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Let's go. At their own 45-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Gay is on for the point after. And it is now 21-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
On 2nd and 12, Stafford trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 34. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
From the 50, it's Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
He's checking. Crash. Check out read.
To throw again. Stafford. Screenplay. Johnson. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
The Lions on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Johnson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Bring it.
They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. And this is caught inside the 5. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Stafford. Step, and he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Matthew Stafford in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Tight end right. Tight end right. 3 down.
Throwing again. Stafford. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 44-yard line.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Stafford now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Now Johnson. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Set. 180. 32. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? Hey, Alpha. 45. 45. Mike, 45. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Sit on. Sit on.
The shotgun snap for Stafford. He's going to air one out. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Let him know. Let him know. Let him know. Sponge. 10. No. Check 43.
To Johnson again. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Hey, Echo. Mike 5-4. Who that? Right there. 54. Right there. 50.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Noah Spence coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Reuter now will send it away following the made field goal. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson over the middle. That's caught by Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's Jones. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Jackson, he's going to fire one. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open it up to even more big plays.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They come out here in the eye. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Under 10.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They come up in an offset eye. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Jackson now. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown.
Good job.
O.J. Howard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't run 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Stafford. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles, and really scatter some people, can't they?
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Mike 20, Mike 20, exit.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Hey, Mike 20.
Stafford now to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing to Stafford. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 43.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. All day. Check, 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 check. Check, check. Fresno. He's coming.
Hey, 5-0.
We got double up. Shoot. You go tell me how.
On the toss, here's Johnson. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
You ain't got nothing.
Now Stafford. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Devin White, the rookie out of LSU, there to bat that one away. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Easy alert. Hey, Haywood.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Protein spill.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will not get away. He stopped short of the marker. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now left side on the swing pass. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson, and he whips that one incomplete there. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Jackson to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
The Lions will at their own 21-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Wide, get wide.
Stafford on 1st down. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And a catch right side by Evans. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. Well, a pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan. From the 36, Stafford, and he's got it complete to Anderson. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 16.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
His team showed up. 45 to Mike, 45 to
From the red zone now, Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Lions on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Stafford. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
45, Mike, 45. Come on, D. 45, Mike, 45.
On 4th down, Stafford. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Check, blue 16.
Check, watch the default.
10.
Bound to lose one.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Strong right, strong right, strong right. Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Hey, Delta.
45 the mic, 45 the mic.
Hey, come on, no, come on, no. Moving hot.
65 the mic. 65, 65.
Now Stafford. And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Prater on to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the young men. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Bucs, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they dropped their 7th game on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.